Hey, what's going on guys? Fred Tech Up here, and this is the Infinix Smart HD 2021. It comes with 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and it goes for just 40,000 naira or $90. At this price, this is not a smartphone you should take very seriously, especially as an enthusiast. Sometimes I get confused who this device is made for, especially when there is Infinix Smart 5 and the Hot 10 Play actually exists. In a society where we have different kinds of individuals, from the poor to the very poor, mixed up together with the middle class people, I feel like the Infinix Smart HD 2021 can fill in that large demographic that the very poor people dominate, hence its existence. Okay, before I bore you with plenty of information, let's roll in the unboxing experience. Inside the box, the Smart HD comes with the standard accessories as you'd expect from Infinix tradition. You get a 6-watt charger, a micro USB charging cable, the earpiece, a transparent silicone case, and some paperwork. Okay, now that is out of the way, let's take a closer look at this device. When you pick it up, you will definitely appreciate the compact nature of this device. It is so portable, sturdy, and well put together. I'm not even joking here, it feels very small in the hand and it doesn't feel too heavy. Don't get me wrong, there's a little bit of heft to its weight, but you probably won't even notice it because of how compact the device feels. I love that about it. I also like the color that I have here, which Infinix call Topaz Blue, and I won't call it an ugly device. Okay, on the right side of the device we've got the power button and the volume rocker key. To the left we've got nothing, and that's because the SIM slot and the micro SD card is located at the back of this device, and that is accessible when you pry open the rear cover. On top of the device houses the 3.5mm headphone jack. At the bottom we've got a micro USB charging port and a microphone. As you can see here, there is no speaker grill. That is because it has been moved to the rear of this device. Still on the rear, we've got a single 8MP camera, the flashlight, and the fingerprint scanner. The display on the Infinix Smart HD is a 6.1-inch 720p IPS LCD panel, and I have to say that there's nothing too inspiring here because of its large bezels and the lack of good contrast and vivid colors. However, it is bright and sharp thanks to the 500 nits of peak brightness that it has. It is okay for web browsing, consuming media content, and if you're considering this device, the display shouldn't be your main concern here. One of the areas the Infinix Smart HD excelled at is the 5000 mAh battery that can comfortably last for more than 2 days on a single charge. I mean, there's nothing drawing too much power here, the processor cannot even touch it, neither does the display, and most of the pre-installed apps here are Go apps, which by default doesn't require much resources. However, the downside to the super good battery life is huge. I would advise you to mostly charge it at night, where you can just plug it in and forget about it. Because it took more than 6 hours to charge from 0 to 100% with the included charger, which is not something most people might want to do during the day. On the performance aspect, the Helio A20 CPU with 2 gigs of RAM keeps daily tasks done with some bearable performance as long as you don't have too many background apps running. When you pay just 40,000 naira or $90 for a phone, it is expected to come with some shortcomings. Performance is actually fine for an average user. In fact, if you're coming from this type of device to the Smart HD, I don't think you'll be worried about how it performs. 2D games work fine, but please don't try playing PUBG on this device because you go hate them over. That being said, performance is okay for tasks like web browsing, watching videos on YouTube, and accessing some social media apps with the Go apps, if that makes sense. So I'll definitely give it a pass. The Infinix Smart HD comes with Android 10 Go edition just to help keep things on the lighter side, but that didn't stop Infinix from doing the usual, which is Bluetooth. If you've watched up to this point, a sub to the channel will be highly appreciated, and hey, don't forget to turn on post notification as well. The Smart HD comes with an 8MP rear camera with some AI branding that compensates its computational photography. Then we have a 5MP camera in front for selfies. You're definitely not buying the Smart HD because you want it to be your photography powerhouse. At the same time, it doesn't mean it cannot take good pictures that looks like this. In most cases, they look okay, and I guess it will satisfy anybody who considers a device in this price point. Just go through the images and share your thoughts with me down in the comment section below. The fingerprint scanner on the Ray gets the job done. It is not fast and definitely not too slow for locking and unlocking the device. Face unlock is there as well, just in case you want to use that. Now the real question is, who's the Infinix Smart HD for? I would say it is definitely for people on a very tight budget with no other choice, or people who want a phone that they can use as their backup device, and that's it. Those are my thoughts, guys. Feel free to share your own thoughts with me down in the comment section below. Before you leave, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It will mean a lot to me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much.